They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there. They'll feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
He'll buy some time right. And he's going to keep it. And, oh, right away, he lost the football. That's picked up by the Cowboys. Opening drive fumble, and the 4 miscues that they had last week. 4 turnovers, Charles. So this is a bad trend.
And, Brandon, you and I both know that they didn't just ignore what happened last week. They focused on it, tried to get better. And when it happens here again in this game, the head coach is going to see that as a direct reflection on his message to the team, and it's not sinking in.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
At the 50-yard line.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Open man, Butler complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. He'll look to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
Makes the score Cowboys 7, Washington 0.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Washington will take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And 7 at the 45-yard line.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
The ball carrier. The tackle made at the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And
they run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
First down.
A first down carry by Elliott. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 32-yard line.
Cowboys.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Cowboys 7, Washington nothing.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Able to hit his target, Lamb. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
3rd and inches.
go jet sweep to try to pick it up. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2nd and 6. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. First and big yardage that time for Washington. And even 40 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll set up to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
25.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And they run the option on 2nd down. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A 24-yard touchdown. And Washington able to make this a close game again. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Cowboys 10, Washington 7.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Open man Lamb, it's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, The defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Zeke with a shake and bake. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
This will be caught inside the 10. And he will be brought down, but a first and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Travis Kelce, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And only able to get two here. Stopped at the 30. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
Fielded just inside the 30. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. He'll drop to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Yeah, we dominate today.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going.
At their own 19-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And, Charles, they trail by a couple of scores, but if they could put a good drive together here, it'd go a long way toward getting them back in this football game.
And if you're looking at a checklist of things that they need to do in the second half, job number one was getting a stop, wasn't it? So, big check right there. Now they want to see if their offense can build on that momentum.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Now they try the right side here. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, it's not time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards the pickup, first down Washington.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. This is taken at about the 14. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to. And if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Cooper's got it. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. 10th carry now for Elliott. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11. At the
2nd and 11. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 15 yards on the play, first down. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
7 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
35-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
3-yard line.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 8.
Going to give this time to the tailback. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington has made this a 1-score game. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Cowboys 17. Washington 14.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, he picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The Cowboys on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now back to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
The tackle made.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lamb. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
4th down.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run it with Elliott. And this winds up a disaster nowhere near the marker. Ezekiel Elliott not able to get it past the marker. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They run the counter now on 1st down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
The ball carrier.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They find some open field here. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And Washington has taken the lead. And he'll bang that one through.
Makes this Washington 21. Cowboys 17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Third down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And he'll give it here to his running back.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
3rd and 1.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Dustin Hopkins on for the field goal. A 37-yard attempt.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And that'll make this a 7-point game. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here. Here's
a play fake as they set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration, but now he's got to make sure that that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. And to give this time to the tailback. It was Jacob Phillips who was able to bring him down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time, ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. He may try and run for this. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick here is good. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25-yard line. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
The ball carrier.
So a victory here for the Washington football team. And it took a big 4th quarter to do it, but they were able to get the job done, and that's the bottom line.
No doubt about it. And let's face it, they had to be more than nervous in the 4th quarter. But a lot of that was their own doing. I think you observed during the game, their energy level